Okay, we're in the second week now, and I just want to go through a few things and just make sure everybody's caught up and everything's going well. First off, I just wanted to make a few comments on the discussions, and they're going okay. Some folks are falling a little bit behind, but I just want to make sure everybody gets caught up and just knows what's expected of them and what they'll need to do. And let me go through the calendar first, because some folks are a little confused on the due dates with them. The due dates are all up here. So like the Lao Tzu, the due date was the 21st. For the Plato, you wanted to have it done by the 23rd. You should have finished already, as of yesterday, the Machiavelli. And then make sure you have the Wollstonecraft by tomorrow. Now, I would urge you try to get the Wollstonecraft done as soon as possible because you might want to write on it. Now, if you miss one of the due dates, that's not a big deal. I'm not going to mark folks down if they fall a little bit behind on one posting here or there. But I just want to be very clear because we move so fast in this summer class. When I post the dates up there for the discussions, those keep you up to speed for the class. When you start to fall behind on those, you can really get into trouble for the class because everything moves so rapidly. And it's going to move even more rapidly as we go through things because we're going to have to, really get going. So try to keep up on those dates and try to keep everything going so you can keep caught up. And now the due date for the essay is going to be the 30th. I'm going to come back to that. That deadline is going to be absolute. You must have that one in by the end of the day on the 30th. Okay, so by the end of the day, Friday evening, have that one in. Okay, now a little bit on the discussions on the content of them. I do know some folks are falling behind, and that happens every semester, but get caught up and get those in right away. And I've been going through the discussions, and I wanted to show folks some of the better ones. Here, let me show Scott's. This is a really good summary, what Scott's done here. Now, Scott's had a class with me before. He knows what to do on it. If you're wondering how to do the summaries, this is a good one. Scott's got a really good one. It's very straightforward, matter of fact. He's got a little bit of background information, but you don't even need that. And he's got a quotation in there. You don't need that, so he's going a little bit beyond it, and that's great. But notice his overall summary of it is pretty much straightforward and just tells you what he sees going on in Lao Tzu. That's great, okay? And that's fine. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about the little detail things and all that. You don't need all of those things. Another one I wanted to show folks is Daniel Eke's here. This is a good one too. Now, Daniel's is a little more free-ranging. He goes around with where he's confused on things and some things make sense to him. I think that he shows how the world should work and is decentralized, but you can't blunt the weapons unless it's sharp. And he really gives his view of it and what he thinks and what he feels about it. And that's great. These are really, even in today's terms, I don't know. He expresses confusion over things, views on things. That's fine. This is a great summary too. Remember that the discussion board is where you post you get the main points down of the reading, what you want to understand about it, but go ahead and point things out that you're a little bit confused on and what you're thinking about and things like that. That's perfectly fine. This does not need to be polished writing the way the essay is. So this is perfectly good style of writing that you want to do or that you can do. What's most important is that you're thorough. Some of the summaries I've seen are only about a paragraph long, like that long. That's not going to help you as much, especially as you get ready for the final exam and everything else. You want a more thorough summary that covers more points. Do not worry about whether or not I agree with your points. Be thorough. That's going to be more helpful, especially when we get to the final exam. So I just wanted folks to understand a little bit more on the discussion. If you're a little bit behind, you can get caught up. If you have some short postings on the early ones, you can still go back and respond to other people. What you're going to be doing by the end of the semester is taking posts like this one. Daniel's got a really good one here, and so with Scott. You can just copy this whole thing, and you're going to copy it and then paste it into a Word document that you're going to send in by the end of the semester. That's what we're working on. That's what we're going to be moving towards with this. And again, I really want to emphasize, don't worry about whether or not everything's grammatically correct and everything else in the discussion. It's like a classroom where you're just responding to it and giving your best reaction to it. Some folks have responded to other students. That's great. And I encourage you to read through everybody else's and try to get the most you can out of it. First, go to the readings, and then go to what everybody else has said. In the end, go to my videos at the end. My views on these readings count last. I really want you to get your views up first. That's what really matters, okay? So that's with the discussion. Stay on it with the calendar and everything else. Now, a couple of the things with the, with the videos and things like that, I do want everybody to be aware of. I am posting now more videos and trying to walk you guys through all the Lao Tzu, the Machiavelli, the Plato, and all this in the Wollstonecraft. So I've covered all the readings. I don't want you to just summarize what I've said. I really want you to put up your views on it, okay? My views are not final views. And what you don't want to do is for the essay be heavily influenced by my views. Those are the weaker essays. When you start on the essay, which you should be doing right away, choose your 2 writers and then get going on it, okay? The 2 writers that you find most interesting. You're going to see a video right here that goes through starting the political science essay, and this starts you through the process and gets you through the early stages. Tomorrow or on Thursday, I'll be posting a more thorough video that guides you through the middle and later draft stages. In that video, I mistakenly say that the essay is due on Thursday night. Ignore that. It's at the very end of the video. Ignore that statement. It's not due until the end of the day on Thursday. Excuse me, on the end of the day until Friday. Okay? So, you should be working towards that. So look for another video coming up here on finalizing the essay. But go through this beginning political science essay and walk through it all. And again, they all have captions on them now, so they walk you through everything. Those should be available if you want them. And it's up to you. So the captioning is not perfect, but it's okay, but it's there for you. It helps you follow along. So everybody just keep at it. Make sure you look at the calendar for the due dates and everything. I'll be posting the economics unit, and just keep at it, okay? All right, take care. Okay, we're in the second week now, and I just wanted to go through a few issues with the discussion boards and with the first essay coming in, just to make sure everybody's on the same page and moving along quite well. First of all, the discussion's going fine. I've been reading through them, and everybody's, getting in there and doing a decent job. Some folks are falling a little bit behind, but you can get caught up, okay? Let me show you something in the calendar. Now, I just want to make sure everybody understands it. With the calendar, I've put due dates for when you should have the summary done. For like the Lao Tzu, it should have been done on Wednesday. The Plato should have been done on Friday, and most of you guys got that in. Wollstonecraft, Machiavelli was yesterday, and then Wollstonecraft by tomorrow. Now, those are the discussions. I'm okay if somebody gets it up a day late, that's fine, or so. Those dates I'm not as strict about. The final essay, I definitely need everybody to have it in on Friday night at the end of the day. But the discussions, if you've fallen behind, go ahead and catch up and get going on them. And just keep on those as best you can. The reason I put due dates up there is to try to keep you on pace so that you don't fall behind or get overwhelmed. If you can stay up on those dates, you can be in better shape, just so you don't fall behind. But if you're a little bit behind right now, get caught up and you'll be in decent shape, okay? So, let me show you a little bit on the discussion. Some of these are really good. And if you've gotten one that's a little bit short so far, you can go back and develop it a little bit more. Let me show you a couple of them. Here's Scott Elvig. Now, this is one of the really good summaries, and there's a few of you that have really good ones. Scott's got a really good one. He got a little information on when it was written and everything, and he went ahead and did some quotations in there. That's fine. You don't have to do that. But Scott went ahead and did it that way. That's okay. And that's fine. The most important thing is that you are thorough. And let me show you a couple of others here. Daniel's is also very thorough. So, and the thing is, Daniel really emphasizes what he thinks about it. He says, well, I think this and I feel that. I feel that he has a kind of centralized view. And all of that's great. And by the way, I disagree with what Daniel's writing here, but it doesn't matter at all. My view on it doesn't matter when you're writing your discussion of it. What I really want to emphasize is that the volume of your posting is what's so important, and I really encourage you to do what Daniel's done here, is to go in your own direction. This is different than my video where I emphasize how he is, well, he says it's centralized in one aspect, but decentralized in others. What I want you to do with the discussions is go in your own direction and just come up with your own views on it. Watch the videos. If they disagree with you, fine. That's great. So Daniel and I have some different views on things, and that's wonderful. What's good, really good about Daniel's is he's thorough. This is going to make excellent journal entries by the end of the semester. This is what you should be shooting for. Some of you have written very short journal entries or discussions like about that long. What you want to do is expand it, walk through the readings a little more carefully. If you've come up a little bit short, what you can do is stop every page or so and write what you read on that page, and then go a couple more pages and write about what you've read there. That will help you develop it a little bit more. But also, don't worry if I see it differently. Just go ahead and write how you see it and what you think's going on there, okay? So I really want to emphasize, and a number of other folks had really good entries in there. Like Flora had a really good one. You can see how thorough this is. This is the way to do it. That's great. By the end of the semester, what you will do is just what I was doing. Just copy the whole darn thing. And you copy it, and then you're going to paste it into a big old Word file. And you want to come up to about 20 pages by the end. 20 pages of double-spaced writing. Flora, from what I can see so far, is going to go over that, and that's great. So, and again, if you have trouble generating content, slow it down. Just stop every few pages, write a little bit about it, and just keep going. Just do it that way. Slow it down and write a little bit more. Don't worry about whether or not you've got it right. But you do need to get these up before you watch the videos. What I don't want are people just writing summaries of what they've seen in my videos. I really want more thoughtful and differing views on them. That's what we're looking for, okay? So again, no polish with these, just a good reaction to it, a good summary and a good reaction, and just give me your thoughts on it, okay? So that's on the discussion area. Everybody should be set on that, but catch up right away. If you've fallen behind, get caught right up and get going on that, okay? A little bit on the essay. Go ahead and make sure you get started on it. In the course videos area, I've got, videos on all of the readings. Okay, everybody should see that. Before you start the essay, make sure you've done the introduction to political science. You'll know what you'll be doing with these readings. And then you're going to see the beginning the political science essay. And this video walks you through all of what you should be doing in the early draft stages for this essay. Okay, so make sure you go through this one right away. Choose the readings you want to do. You choose 2 of the readings, any ones you want to do, and then get going on it. This one is a about 15-minute video. Get you started. Get writing on it right away. I will be posting a follow-up video to this coming quite soon. And it will guide you through the middle and later draft stages. But get going on this. You can see it's captioned. It's not the best captioning around, but a lot of people like it. It helps out with things. So go ahead and get through this video. Get going on that essay. And just look for a follow-up video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be much more thorough and detailed, okay? But essays coming in at the end of the day on Friday. And hope you guys are all doing well. Just get caught up on the discussion and keep at it, all right? All right, take care.